Hey everybody, just got some new information on a little situation that occurred last week. So I want to kind of let people know. And this situation ended up working out in favor of me slightly. What happened, I got a notification on my mobile app that my credit card, my debit card was overcharged and my account was in the negative. For a charge at a hotel in a city just south of me, about 45 minutes. And knowing I was sitting at home, it obviously wasn't me. I go through that area sometimes, but I never stop in that city. I drive through it. Especially with being a truck driver, we need to be careful about the credit cards, the places we use them, and safety measures such as using mobile apps or even the identification protection services if you feel you want to go that way. So I got that notification that it was a Hilton, so trying to live it up on my buck, and of course wasn't me. Called down there. It was later at night. Long story short, with talking to the female that was at the desk that evening, she found out who it was. She had contacted her boss, who was the manager of the Hilton. Said that he would take care of it in the morning. He would come in and talk to the people that I was accusing of theft. And she said she was a young woman. She didn't feel comfortable going up to the room by herself and confronting these people, which I understand. That's fine. I, at that time, informed her I would just be calling the police in that city so they could come up and talk to these people and possibly get them escorted out. So if I would have left it at that, at what she wanted to do, and leave it up to the manager to discuss with these people once they came out of the room the next day. I mean, they were staying in that room for free. She knew it, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to deal with the confrontation with these people, which is okay. I mean, she doesn't know. We don't know what kind of threat they could have been. So I'm glad that I made the decision to call the police. Police officer, before he went up there, talked to me. He called me. I explained to him everything that had happened. Asked him to give the young lady at the front desk the option to allow him to escort the people off the premises. I asked if they would be put under arrest, which he said no, which surprised me. And it's purely because of COVID-19. They don't want to put people in for, it's probably for nonviolent crimes or crimes of less than a certain amount of money, which I wasn't real happy with, but it is what it is. He was going to go get their information. As long as they provided correct information and identification to the officer, it would be passed to the detectives the next day that would look into it. At that point, I would take what I could get. But it turns out the officer went up there and found, we'll say, many stolen items in these people's room. So they got to take a little trip to jail anyway, which makes me happy. Because it's people that are taking advantage of the hardworking, and obviously it's not right. So we need to do what we can do to protect ourselves. So as a minimal safety measure, at least get a mobile app. If you don't have one through your bank or a credit card company, do something that you will get notifications of charges that are made. Because by the next day, the money that was stolen from me and paid at that hotel was refunded to me. It was the only charge that was made on that debit card. And if I wouldn't have had my notifications on for that credit card, I would have been out that money. They would have gotten to stay there, 2 or 3 days at a nice hotel, probably charged more to my card, and they would have been gone with all the stolen merchandise that now they got caught having. So if you can do anything you can, just as especially as truck drivers, that we're out in the world, we're driving around, we're using a lot of different spots to pay for our food or our fuel or anything else we need. We're running credit cards a lot. If you don't use cash very much, it's just a safety measure. Keep yourself safe. Keep the money that you earned in your pocket, in your family's pocket, and don't let the criminals get away with it. I am so pleased that I ended up making that one step and calling the police to have them go up to this person's room, because all I was expecting was them to escort him out, say you'll have a court date, but you will not be staying in this hotel on this honest guy on his dime, or many dimes. It was at a freaking Hilton. So just take some steps to keep yourself safe. Other than it's on this with electronic banking or other things that have to do with your truck or maintaining your truck, or even carrying. We can't carry concealed weapons other than a small blade in your trucks. There's other things. Try to keep in your mind what you can do, little steps you can do to stay safe. That's going to be about it for this video. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, hit your notification so you can see when my next videos are coming out as soon as they hit. And don't forget to share this video so we can keep this information out there and let people know having your identification or your credit card information stolen is something that in this instance, is something that I was able to do something about and have the people that stole my money in jail that night. Just be safe. Take care.